Now the microphones are on.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I cut you off. You were saying you were at your mate's house in Newington.
Yeah. So I was just at my mate's house at Newington, had lunch. That's why I said, I messaged you. I said I can be there in like half an hour.
Yeah.
So I told my wife to go with my daughter. They went home, so I
Nice.
straight here.
It's so much
5
honestly,
minutes, literally 5 minutes away.
Yeah, nice. It's so much better for me when you said it earlier. Because I'm going to edit this tonight and I'm going to get this out for tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow.
So whatever time we finish
no mucking around.
I'm getting straight into it. Just because the last couple of weeks, like it's just been like, I think I had like 5 people in a row be like, oh, bro, like not today. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. There's another one. And then that person can't do it, another one. I'm getting to Sunday. I'm like, I hope he comes over today, bro. You know?
I felt bad, like I couldn't do that other day with you.
That's all right. It honestly happens all the time because it's a hard thing to organise. Like, to find time for 2 people to get together and just talk shit is a hard thing, you know.
I know. Even just to ask people to let's come over for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Like, you got to organise it. Like
this is how I get my mates over now. Like I'm like, come talk.
So complicated.
Do a podcast. Like all right, I'll make time.
So complicated.
Otherwise, they're not coming. They're not coming. Yeah. So have you always been in Minchinbury? That's where you're saying you're from?
I've lived there since I was 7.
Okay, wow.
89.
What school did you go to?
Minchinbury Public School.
Yeah, nice.
School captain.
I went to a school captain. Gang, mad. Yeah, mad.
Yeah.
I went to Bennett Road, so wasn't too far from there. Yeah,
it's not too far.
Yeah, I went to Bennett Road and then I went to Colleton, and then ended up moving from.
Colleton's a selective school or something, wasn't it?
Nah, Colleton High School was the public school on Desborough Road, I think it was.
Yeah. So that's a different.
It's pretty close. Like it's just down the Great Western and then turn to the left near the pub there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Dan Murphys and stuff near there. I loved growing up there. I loved it. It was the best place to grow up. Yeah.
Well, I grew up in basically Mount George shops.
Yeah, same.
After high school, we were just always hanging around there.
Yeah.
Always something happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, for some reason, I survived.
Yeah. Good work. Yeah, my sister and all my mates' sisters, everyone was dancers. So, like, they did dancing in Mount George Shopping Centre on the top level, kind of near where you have, like, the jewellery stores. And,
is that the centre court there?
Yeah, near there. Yeah. And we had no choice but me and my mates just to grow up at Mount Druitt shops and just while they danced, we had to just find something to do for 2 or 3 hours a day, you know.
100%.
And I wouldn't trade it for the world, eh?
Yeah.
I had a mad time growing up over in those ways. But it's nice to have a change. This is my first time actually ever moving out of Western Sydney, so it's nice.
You've upgraded.
Yeah, slight, eh? Slight. You know, it's cool. It's like I lived in 2-7 my whole life. I moved 26 times, 25 times in the 27. And now I've moved to the 21, and now my suburbs 2127. So I'm still like in the 27, and I took it with me. So
can't escape it, man.
I can't escape it, bro. Yeah. What was crazy to find out is when I was talking to you on the way up the elevator, you were saying you're 42, right? 43. Yeah. You're not 43, bro. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm telling you, Asians, they're young, but when they hit 50, they start shriveling up. So I'll start going like this when I'm
49, you start 50, developing a bit of a hunchback, eh?
The hunchback of Asians, you know.
Yeah. That's good work. Because you're saying you had a daughter. So you have one daughter?
No, three girls.
Three girls, no boys.
Yeah. One's married. She's already out. She's the one that lives in Macquarie.
Yeah.
24-year-old. She is at home working at the cafe. She's basically my boss now at the cafe.
Wow, that's cool.
I've given her more reins to look after the cafe.
Wow.
And my youngest is year 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
14.
Did you want to have boys and it didn't happen?
Keep
trying?
There was a stage where I did, but I'd have to get a van, you know, like Samoan Tarago, you know.
Yeah.
But nah. I love my girls. Girls are easy to look after.
Yeah.
I see my mates with all their boys. I'm like, good luck, man.
Yeah, that's bad. I reckon being a girl, that would be sick, bro. It'd be sick. Yeah. I was a more stressful in the beginning though, knowing you're gonna have girls, because that's what kind of stresses me out.
Everyone that had girls would warn me you'd have to lock them up, but yeah, they're right.
They're good.
I'm actually a pretty chill dad.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, as long as they're respectful and I knew they were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy.
Well, if you already got one married, one's like running the cafe, and one's still in year 9, so it's like I think You couldn't have been like too cruisy. They're all like, they got their head screwed on, right?
Yeah.
Got their head screwed on.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky with my girls, so
Nice.
wouldn't trade them for the world, man.
Yeah, that's nice. So what about, this is a bit personal question. I just assumed you and the daughter's mothers are together. Are you together or not?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. As it was going out of my mouth, I thought, damn, maybe I misjudged this. Okay, so how long have you been together for?
If you do the maths, it's our 20th year anniversary next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I haven't even let anyone who's listening know how I came in contact with you for the first place, but I went over to the cafe over in Rudy Hill. The name of it's from my mind now. TNG was in my head, and I was like, that's not it. Yeah,
just think of the Naked Barista.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. I didn't even put two and two together.
Put
two and two together. Because when I went into that cafe, I was mad blown away. I was like, this has an aura to this room. Like everything's like not simple, but modernized, like simplicity. You know what I mean? Like it was just clean and like everything had enough room, and I felt like I could breathe in there. And I think you were working at the counter at the time, and I said, "Can I speak to the owner?" And you're like, "Yeah, it's me." And I'm like, "Bro, I feel like I have to ask you. Like, let's have a chat, bro." You know. So I want to kind of put together the timeline and story of you working and growing TMB and all that stuff as well. So, have you always been in coffee? Has it always been your career?
It's funny. So to explain that, I'll try to make it as quick as possible.
No, please don't.
Please
don't.
I've been working in corporate for all my life, basically. The last 8 years, I was at NBN doing IT, cruisy job, paying well. Like, there was no way in my mind I was like, no, I'm staying here, man. I'm earning good money. I'm on the internet half the time.
On that fast speed internet too. NBN before anyone else.
Having 3 screens, just like hiding from that. But it was a good job. And then lockdown happened. So during lockdown, couldn't get coffee, so we were stuck at home. I'm like, man, babe, can I just buy a coffee machine? Like I've never made coffee in my life. Yeah. Like I usually just have instant or use pods. So I bought my first coffee machine, and then my daughters were like, "Dad, you should do Instagram or something. Just have fun." I'll do it. And I started making my coffee, and then I'm like, I did a bit of research. I'm like, man, I can upgrade this machine. So fast forward, I've upgraded my machine.
How fast into buying the first one?
So my first machine was $500 with a grinder. It was a Ranchilio, and then 2 months later, I upgraded to a Breville dual boiler. Nice. And then a month later after that, my wife was like, "Yeah, just buy it. Like, we got zip money." So I bought a Lamazocco Linear Mini after. So within 4 months,
is that like that big steel looking one? Isn't that?
It's the one that every cafe has, but it's the single grip. Like it's a small, just one grip version.
Oh, I know exactly.
So it's a really good machine. So at like this, they call it the end game coffee machine. Okay. So I got that, but then 2 months later, I was following this other guy in Malaysia who had this machine called the Slayer, and I was asking him, "Bro, how much is your machine? It looks so good. I want it, man. Like aesthetically, it matches Instagram. I want it." Yeah. And then that was like double the price. It was like 15 grand. Oh. So for some reason, I was able to get one from Dipachi. Like, shout out to Mick, man. He hooked me up. I traded my Lamazocco in. So within 6 months, I had like from a Ranchillo to like the Top Dog Slayer single group that was worth 15 grand. I'm like, how the heck did I get this? Even my wife didn't know. How did you afford that? Like, I don't know. But within that 6 months, I was able to grow my Instagram from 0 to like 40,000.
Really?
So I was just hammering it. I was doing nothing else. I was posting like once or twice a day, just doing my everyday things on Instagram. And then I set up my kitchen to look like a cafe. So it legit looked like a little small boutique cafe. So I was getting DMs. Saying, "Oh, can I visit your cafe?" Because I was making all these killer drinks and they looked really nice. But I was so bored, eh? And then I said, "Bro, you can't come over. It's my house. I don't have a cafe." So I was getting heaps of DMs of that, and I was like, that sort of triggered my mind. Man, I could probably start a cafe, because I've always had something in my mind at that time, something hasn't been done out in that area. So yeah, so that's
I'm going to take some pauses around this journey. Right? This has already blown my expectation out of the water. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just rewind a little bit and go back into when COVID lockdown happened, right? Yep. Everyone's stuck at home. The curiosity to buy a coffee machine and just get that going, like I feel like that is almost like the stars aligning, you know what I mean? Like everything worked out perfectly.
It did.
Like that's so cool. I've only had a couple stories so far, but I've heard some great ones through doing this podcast journey where people got curious and like, I might just try and make a beat in lockdown, you know? And then now like my mates are like opening for Justice Crew, or people I've met through the podcast, like, you know, and then like, and they're doing all these cool things and it happened because of lockdown. I've heard a few stories like that, but it's like, I think a lot of people, and if I was to try and imagine it, I think COVID has definitely was a bit of a headache for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think some people took advantage of a bit more time at home. And it's really awesome when I hear those kind of stories, you know? Yeah. And then when you started posting the content on Instagram, you said it was your daughter who was like, oh, do you want to start posting videos? Did you ever post anything before? Did you have like a personal page, anything like that?
Nothing. But I was always into having everything look aesthetically okay. Like I used to do wedding photography. I used to do videography for my brother for his business. I used to help out. So I've always been a creative sort of head. So I use that with my Instagram. So if you see it, you'll see that, you know, I try to make everything look like, have a lighting setup. I had it all. Like it was very simple, but it worked. And everyone was asking me, oh, how did you do this lighting setup? What camera do you use? I'm like, bro, I use $1,000 camera. It's not like, So
how did you learn that skill? Like, how did you go? Like, if you're already doing wedding photography, but you're in corporate for the last 8 years, like, when did that?
Oh, that was on the side. I was always doing wedding stuff on the side. So I'm always like, I love hustling. So I like doing extra money on the side. Yeah. So when I'm passionate about something, I'm sort of like, I go all in. I don't do anything half-hearted.
Yeah, nice.
So that's why. And then brands on Instagram started reaching out. So I was getting, at one point I was getting like $300 a post.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was so pretty
cool.
damn good. I was like, dude, I'm earning some money here on the side. I'm just at home. Maybe I could just, and then,
Did you still have the job? Was MBN still, did you still have work to do for them, or was everyone?
I was still employed, but my job was a face-to-face job. So they were just trying to get us to do all this admin stuff, but honestly, it would only take an hour or two during the day to do. So
nice.
I'll just keep thinking about my next post and what next brand that can sponsor me and do something for me. It was fun. Yeah.
So how in the beginning, I'm assuming like most people's stories are, the posts got better over time.
Yeah.
Do you still have all the original stuff? Because I haven't gone on your Instagram. I'm going to, after this episode, I'm going to go right back to the beginning. Is it still there? That's
still there. I haven't taken anything off. Yeah.
And
I love looking back at it. So
that's sick. That's what I love about Instagram. You know, the other day I was trying to make room on my phone for some more videos. And to be honest, I run two because like they both just fill up with videos so quick. And I just go through, and the other day I'm like, I just deleted every video. I'm like, because the good ones are on Instagram.
Of course, yeah. You don't need them anymore. You can refer back,
Yeah, unless they're like really embarrassing memories of me like in like at parties or something. I'm like, I probably don't need to see that anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
That.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So you started off just posting just photos of you, videos of you making the coffee, learning to make them.
Yeah.
Did you find coffee to be an easy thing to learn to make in the beginning when you first started? Was it your expectation?
I didn't realize there's a whole science towards it, like following recipes, using scales, distributing, using needles, using toothpicks, just to get that extra little ounce of flavor to come out. Shot times, too fast, too slow, affects everything.
Really?
Temperature of the room, like.
Really?
I was learning all this stuff. So
this is already
the type
nuts.
of grinder. If you use this cheap grinder, it's not taste as good as one with a big like. There's a lot behind it.
And what are the needles for? Like you said, needles, toothpicks. What do you need that?
Yeah, so like when you're distributing the freshly ground coffee, if they're all on one side of the puck and you tamp it, one side's going to be more dense than the other. So when the water comes through, the flavor will all go to the least dense side.
Oh, the path.
So you're going to get half the flavor. So it's all about getting the most even distribution to maximize the flavor. So there's a whole science behind it. We can go on for hours.
That's cool. That's cool. Did you just so you fell in love with a couple things then, grow on the Instagram and then also learning all these little details and stuff?
Yeah.
Were you kind of like talking about that stuff at the same time, or was it more like an ASMR?
I was talking about it. Like, even in my videos, I'll do descriptions. Like, example, if I get a nifty new tool that I would be using, and I'd always explain why I got it, the benefits of it, and then hopefully that would give me more brand sponsorships.
Yeah, great idea.
That was basically me trying to be an higher level home barista that everyone was probably doing at that time, and everyone was like, it's sort of the craze at that time because everyone was locked down. So everyone was a professional home barista for some reason.
I bet so, because for me, coffee's never been a massive part of my life, even though I drink it every day. That's the crazy thing. Like, I probably have had 2 today already. But just getting an ice long black, for me, Macca's provides me the ice long black. It does.
What you need.
Yeah, when I can't go to Macca's, like, because I'm not on the route, I'll go down to whatever cafe is closest.
Sure.
And I don't put that much thought into how much effort and process it takes because I'm not even watching the barista pour it or making it or anything like that, you know? But I can imagine a lot of people who do enjoy the routine of getting coffee when lockdown happened, now they're their own barista, you know? So that's actually a great audience to capture, bro, you know?
It is.
Can't even, that's cool.
That's why every time I visited a cafe after that, I was like, I want to see how these guys operate if they're any good. I was such a judgmental guy after that.
Yeah, that's cool. Were there any other people that you were kind of looking at like as inspiration in the content world of making coffee enthusiast kind of posts?
There was one guy in his name is Chris Lin. He was in Taiwan. So as I told you before, I'm into aesthetics and how everything looks. So he had the Slayer that I was like, bro, this machine is the sexiest machine online, man. Like, can't beat it. And then he was doing this latte art. I was like, wow. Like, he was a latte art champion.
Wow.
But the way he does it was so clean. And I was harassing him. I was like, bro, how did you do that? Like, what are some steps I could do? And I was nonstop practicing. I couldn't do it. Like, to this day, I can't do how he does it. I can get close, but I'm not. Yeah, it was just, there was a passion there. Definitely, but he was sort of my inspo with the cafe, like having that clean look, going on all aesthetic. But you needed to make sure your coffee was good too.
Yeah, I think that's cool to know that it's actually been a very intentional, aesthetical, pleasing cafe design. Even when my first thought when I was in your cafe, you know, let alone the post you made, because I think I didn't even see. Actually, I seen your post. Then I seen I can't remember which one I seen first, honestly. I can't remember. I remember just thinking like, okay, there's a bit more thought being put into this artwork. Let's just call the whole thing an artwork, you know? And not just the coffee art, not just the aesthetic or the cafe. It's just the whole world of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Compared to most places you go to, you know? Most places you walk in, it's more like, it's like a deli. You know, you're waiting for your coffee. But so that's cool to know that there was just been this much intention behind it at the same time. And the photography and videography world, that would have worked too. Were you drinking heaps of coffee when you were at home, like in the beginning? Yeah,
because like as I said, brands were reaching out because in lockdown everyone was being a home barista. So
everyone's also being an entrepreneur too.
Yeah, entrepreneur. So all these coffee roasters were I want to increase my retail online sales for home. Can you advertise this for me? So I was getting, like, no joke, I was getting like 8 kilos of coffee a week. I was giving them away to my friends. Like, I would post, mate, I got some coffee, you want to pick some up? And then, so I was drinking a lot of coffee.
Isn't it like 40 cups a kilo or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was way too much coffee. And they were like kilo bags. Like,
that's like 280 cups a week you can give it. Exactly. Crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of coffee. So I was giving away to family, friends. I'm like, bro, pick them up.
Yeah, that's so
I don't want to waste it too. But I drank a lot of coffee.
Yeah. So were people sending anything other than coffee? Are people sending like, what else could people like?
So they were sending milks. All the alternative milks, full cream milk. I was getting that. So basically my coffee was free for a year or two.
And a cereal almost too, eh? Like almost your cereal's free too.
Yeah. So that was great. So yeah, I don't know why I stopped.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why I opened the cafe.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's cool, bro. That's cool. So how long, you're saying in only 6 months you pretty much grew to like 40K like followers?
Yeah,
that's very cool.
I think honestly, I think the algorithms changed now. Because if I did the exact same thing now, I don't think it would grow like that. So
yeah, I've never blown up on social media like to the point because I don't post every day kind of thing, but I love trying out new techniques when I can tell updates are happening.
Yeah,
and the same thing I could post today isn't the same thing that I could post even 2 months ago and get the same amount of engagement. Exactly. You constantly got to try and catch up if you want to try and blow up on social media.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it. I decided the other day, I was like, you know what? I'm going to become a superstar. I may as well, I'm going to tackle it as hard as I can, Can't just watch everyone else do it, Yeah.
You got to join it, man.
I got to join it, Yeah, you're so right. So what about, is everyone at home drinking heaps of coffee too? Your wife, your kids, everyone's drinking it now?
Yeah, well, they do the usual 2 cups, but they're just happy that they can make it anytime they want. So my daughter probably makes a better cup of coffee than me now. She's really good.
Wow.
My wife just asks me every time. So yeah. No, it's good.
Did they get into it and you got into it, or was it just you that got into it in the beginning?
So during the lockdown period, it was just really me. Everyone was like, they didn't understand why I was so wrapped up about it. But then when I opened the cafe, that's when my daughter, I showed her how to make coffee because you need to help me out.
Yeah.
I told her, if you want a job, help me out. And then she was like, she just got into it. Now she makes a better texture milk better than me. Yeah.
That's cool. So how long into this journey then did you at least have the curiosity to open your own cafe? Because you set the kitchen up, like did that come pretty quick? How long were you posting videos before you started to make your kitchen set up like that?
The kitchen set up, I was like, it was sort of hand in hand because like I can't have a awesome coffee machine and have a dodgy kitchen set up. So I was like,
and how'd you do that? Like, what'd you do to your kitchen?
So one of my walls had a window, and it was a spare wall. Like, it wasn't doing anything because our kitchen's is an extension, so it's a bit weird, but it's quite a big kitchen. So I left the kitchen as is, and then the second half of the kitchen, I made it look like legit looks like a cafe. So there's a feature wall with wooden strips. I even put like a high bar bench on one side. So basically, it looks like, and I made the bar face towards the kitchen, so it's like you have to order and get a coffee.
Yeah,
it was like legit. It was like pretty cool.
That is cool. That is so cool, actually.
So when I did that, I'm like, man, I'm enjoying this. This is cool. Make a coffee every morning.
It's fun, bro.
Like, and friends were coming over in the morning. When you can only have six people at a time. Yeah. So they were coming, and then they were like, oh yeah, I'll grab a coffee, and then they'll just catch up with friends I've never seen for a while. Oh, yeah. Which was good.
That's cool.
So it was like a mini cafe that I was giving for free because I was getting for free anyway. So, so it was good fun. So that sort of triggered me. I'm like, bro, I could make it. I could do a cafe.
Yeah, that is cool. So it didn't take long before you started to have these curiosity idedes. And then how long until you, because you went pretty quickly into buying the coffee machines, how quickly into getting the cafe?
That was 2020. 2020. So end of 2021 was when I was like, yeah, I want to start a business now. Like, and then instead of that happening, I got offered a job through this. I won't say the company name.
Yeah.
So they offered me basically a national marketing manager role because they love what I was doing on Instagram. They wanted to do the same on theirs. So I flew up to Brizzy to the Goldie, did all the training, got familiar with the company, picked up the company car, picked up like 40 grand worth of equipment that I was gonna do on YouTube, do some shoots on. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, but I was getting paid good money. Like, it was good money.
Yeah. Wow.
And then, within a month, I was let go.
Okay.
After setting up.
Wow.
Everything.
Did they give any explanation or anything like that? Because they put a big investment into that.
They just said it wasn't what they worked it out to be.
Yeah. But, that's crazy because big companies, they can make those decisions like the flick of a switch, hey?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm used to working at small companies. I always work at family-friendly businesses, or I know the boss's kids and wives, and like I know the boss's siblings and things. You know what I mean? Everywhere I go, I'm in the trade of refrigeration, air conditioning, so everything's very small. But I can't imagine like my boss being like, let's put all this money into this thing, and then last minute go, I changed my mind.
Yeah, it was actually insane. I was like, I was to the point where I'm a guy, I'm a dad, I've got pride. So when I had to tell my family that I just got off the phone and got let go, I was in tears. I was heartbroken because I was like, I'm such a failure as a dad, as a husband, that I can't provide for my family. It's the first time I've ever been fired. So that was tough situation, tough season. But I guess that opened the door to my wife was so supportive. She was amazing. So she was like, start a business, start a cafe. You've been thinking about it. You've got heaps of contacts in the industry now. So we started looking. So that was the journey when we started looking for a cafe. And when we saw the one at Rudy Hill, we saw another one at Rudy Hill. It was actually around the corner, hidden, and it was small. It was like 40 square meters. It was only, the rent was like $400 a week. I was like, let's do this. It's small, perfect size. I don't want anything big. And then I was ready to sign the lease, ready to go. And then for some reason, I saw a sign pop up, like they put the signs up where it is, where we've got now on the corner. I'm like, man, that's a great spot. That's a brand new spot, 150 squares. It's a bit big, but it's got everything. The air conditioning was ready. The grease traps were ready.
So it was vacant. Like no,
it was vacant.
Was anyone in there before?
It was because like Anglicare built that already, and that space, all three were like vacant for like 2 or 3 years because of COVID.
Yeah,
and then so I put an application in, and then I found out that they were offering 1 year free rent. Rent was cheap as, not much more than what I was going to pay. And I was like, man, this is great situation. Like, this is but we were still in lockdown. So for 6 months, we were going back and forth because apparently 2 other people applied for it too. But Anglicare only wanted a cafe. So I was very lucky. They chose me. So I signed the lease in October 2021, and then opened the cafe in April 22.
Okay.
But we were still in lockdown when I signed the lease.
Really?
So.
And was there any, like, that's a big risk, eh? If you're
huge
still in
risk, because we were in lockdown.
But
I knew we were going to open up. I just knew in my head, we're going to eventually open up. We can't be in lockdown forever, man.
Yeah.
And things were starting to look okay at that time. So I took a punt.
That is so cool that you went from buying your first coffee machine in lockdown to opening a cafe still in lockdown. Like, that is crazy.
When I think about it, I was stupid. What am I thinking?
You really went all hands on deck,
It was nuts. But if you know me and my wife, we're sort of risk takers.
Yeah, cool.
We always have been. Like, I've not always been successful, but we love taking a risk because we love being in business. So
yeah, that's cool. And since doing so, like, because you obviously had the option, you were in the corporate world for a very long time before that. Was it a bit of a juggle in your mind trying to decide which one to do, or were you like 100% sold on the idea from when your wife had the support?
I think when I got fired, I was like, I can't, like, I just can't be in corporate anymore. I was sort of put off by the whole what happened.
Yeah.
And I was like mentally not there. I just wanted to be by myself, work for myself. So yeah, that was the big push towards having my own business. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how like something like getting fired, couldn't it, like, or laid off, or any situation could be like that, like companies even shutting down, whatever it could be that people could describe it to be a negative thing could actually be the best thing that someone needs. Like, you're never going to know that in the moment. Like, as you were saying, that feeling that you had, finding out that news and having to let the family know, like, I was only imagining it. I couldn't imagine because I wasn't there, how it felt, right? Yeah. But I know that you definitely weren't thinking, this is so, look at the opportunities because of this, you know what I mean? But it's like, really, something can be so bad that can open the door to something fantastic, you know? That's a perfect example of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So Like when you found this place, you signed the lease, getting ready, and you say you signed it in October around there.
Yeah.
And in April you opened it.
Yeah.
You've never opened a cafe before. How was that? Trying to sort it out.
Honestly, I had a budget in mind on how to do I was going to pay to fit it out. Blew it out 200%. It was ridiculous.
200.
But it was crazy. Like it was a lot of money. But for some reason we were able to make it work. Like I don't know how, man. It was. We had a lot of friends and family supporting us, like just by cheering us on, but not always financially. But it was we somehow got through it, man. But it was probably the first 3 months. I was like, "What the heck did I do?"
Absolutely, I can imagine that.
Bro, I'm like, I've just spent all this money. I'm tired. I was in a cruisy job. Watching NBA, Facebook. I was buying my coffee. It was. And then I was like comparing the two. I'm like,
what have I done? Yeah.
What have I done, man? And then we just stuck it out.
Yeah.
Because everyone that was in business before said the first 2 years is sort of, you got to stick it out, and then if you can survive the first 2 years, then you probably got a good business on your hands. And I'll be honest, the first year was very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you know anyone else that had a cafe? Like you grew a network. Did you know any cafe owners or anything like that at that point? And
I did lean on other cafe owners for help and support.
Even mentally, like I can imagine you would have had some questions to ask people. Like, it was good to have a network. Network is net worth, eh?
Yeah.
Like
so I had the lucky I was in contact with Reagan from Spray Bros.
Yeah, shout out to Reagan.
Yeah, Spray Bros Networks. So we had some Spray Bros events and connected with a lot of other people in the industry. So that they helped a lot.
Nice.
Like I would say to anyone that's starting a business, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is great community, eh? There is great community, especially in the coffee community. Like, because I've been to a couple of the Spray Bros events myself, and everyone's just friends.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting? It's like, I've heard Joe Rogan use this analogy, so I'll use it. Like, people think of competition based on their own field. So, and then Joe Rogan uses the analogy where comedians had a mindset for a very long time that there's only so much pie. And every comedian that gets onto the scene, they have to now share their limited pie with that comedian too. But once you learn that it's actually an infinite pie, then you actually have more yourself. Exactly. It's not like you have to, I'll give you 15%. Yeah. It's like, bro, I've got all of that. It's abundance, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like the coffee world's like that, which is not every world's like that.
Yeah.
You can't say real estate's like that.
That's another field. Yeah. Yeah, I actually really resonate with that because before I owned the cafe, I was like, oh, he's my competition. That's my competition. That's my competition. But then I found that like I talked to the guy from the shed at Eastern Creek. He's amazing, great owner. He's like helping me with suppliers. Like, but he's just like 3-4 Ks down the road.
Wow,
that's how good the community is. And then I've got one of the guys in Old Mount Druitt, The Ritual. Like
The Ritual Espresso, Dario.
Yeah. Amazing guy. We were having a chat. Like we're just sharing ideas, sharing what's working for you. Like just it was amazing. Like I'm like, bro, I love this coffee community. We're here to help each other. I think the more good cafes in the area helping each other, the better. Like it's only gonna lift all of us up anyway. So as you said, the pie is infinite, I think.
You almost can't understand that until you experience that either, because
100%.
we are survivalistic species, eh? We really do want to make sure us and our family are sweet, you know, protect us. And the rest of the world, they can get it, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, they can get it. But yeah, bro, like, so how did you first get into contact with the support from like the Spro Bros and Regan and stuff?
It's funny with him because I was looking for pastry suppliers. Yeah. And I said, I'm looking for croissants, blah, blah, blah. And he remembers clearly. He told me later on, I said, bro, I thought you weren't going to make it because, like, firstly, you're in a aged care home. No one's going to, like, that's not good business. Like, and you're in Radial South, the quiet side. Like, there's no one there. I'm like, And then he was like, I was so wrong because he went to the opening. It was like 1,000 people there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was good. And then we sort of did all right after that. So yeah, he was that was my first interaction with him, and he introduced me to it was a great network to start with.
Yeah. So you reached out to him, and was that through the bakery thing?
Yeah, Sonoma.
Sonoma, that's it. I always forget the name of that.
Yeah.
Because he was working, I don't know if he still is. I don't think he still is working for them, but he was back then.
He was back then.
Yeah, wow. I feel like God definitely put him in your path, bro. Like, for sure. Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
We aligned really well.
I can't remember when I first met him. I really can't remember. I know that he's a part of the Revolutions Church. Maybe I met him through there, I think, for the first time.
Okay.
Revelations.
Revelations.
Yeah.
Revelations.
That's it. Revelations sounds more like it. But he's a champion, so much shout out as we can give him because he's just positivity, eh?
Yeah.
Positivity.
And he's all about helping. Like, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Such a great networking guy too. Like, he's always has really good intentions with everything. He does,
Yeah. So shout out to him. And then did you have one of the events at your place, one of the Spro Bros events?
We had the very first, they called it the Spro Bros Breaking Bread. The very first one was at TMB.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I'll always remember that. So,
yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And did the way that the TMB looks now, is that how it looked from the very jump? Like how it is now?
It still looks very similar. I've added a wall, just a merch wall, but same colours, same look and feel. We've just sort of rejigged the whole service area around just to be better flow.
Yeah.
Because obviously when I first opened it was all about how it looked.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, I need to be a bit more practical. We're getting way busier. I can't get people walking 50 metres just to serve food. So we changed it around now.
Yeah, nice. So then you're saying the first year was difficult. I can imagine that was difficult because of the fact that we are still in lockdown.
Yep.
People not only aren't going out, people don't have money to spend realistically.
Yeah.
Then when did things start to look better after the year? Was it just strictly when everything did open back up again? That's when it started to get better?
Well, it's funny because 2022 things did open already, start opening up. I think there was even government incentives, like they were like payouts or something.
Yeah,
I remember that. There was some payouts.
Like every week, is that what you mean? I remember I was charging it. I was getting like $750 a week.
Yeah.
And I was working.
Yeah.
I was doing both.
Yeah. Well, I actually think the second year was even tougher because that's when interest rates were getting cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then I was like, man, if I can survive through this period with all these interest rate cuts, I know I can make it. So after the first and second year, we changed how we did our finances as well because we were pretty bad. We didn't do it properly. We were like, okay, we were a bit inexperienced, so I leaned on some help. Accountants sorted us out. So after 2 years, for some reason things just clicked. So we updated the menu, were stricter with our costings, and then things just started accelerating. So
nice.
Yes, I don't know. Yeah,
you're just adapting to what was working and what wasn't working in real time.
I think we learned from a lot of things. Used on our Square data for a lot of things, and I just had to make some bold changes with suppliers, menu, staff, and just had a big focus on that. So.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people a lot of my friends who are cafe owners, they speak on that decision they had to make to let people go, even though you've been my supplier for this amount of time, if you can't beat this, then I can't afford it,
ruthless, yeah.
And you have to kind of work in partnership with everyone, not just, and people have to understand you have to work in partnership with customers as well as with your suppliers, you know? And I can imagine for everything you're trying to do, you're also trying to make sure that the customer can also afford the things you need to be able to do.
Exactly.
It's a big balancing game.
Exactly. Yeah.
I had the opportunity to do a job in the I won't give away too much information, but like a job in my trade, refrigeration job, and someone went out on my behalf and quoted like heaps, and then I seen the price, what it really costs, and they've already told the customer, and I'm like, I've got to be honest, man, I don't know if I want to be a part of that because like you can make a good killing off this job. But that's too much. Like that's not even good karma now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna reap the benefits of this.
Yeah,
bro,
you're feeling so
like
guilty.
That extra little buck sometimes ain't gonna work out in the long run at all. And even if it doesn't mean the simple signs of that customer won't come back, I think there is a real beauty in doing what, like, say, Reagan does. You know?
Yeah.
Like going and doing your best work to make sure that everyone's happy at the same time. Because I think he's definitely proven points of he can take you places doing things like that. You know. Absolutely.
Well, that's a good example with Reagan. Like, with suppliers, like, I can find cheaper ones, but because of the relationship I've got with them, I know that if push comes to shove and there's issues, they'll look after me straight away. Yeah. Whereas others probably won't be like that, even though they're like 50 cents cheaper. That extra 50 cents is worth it, man. Like, yeah,
because it's not always about the cheapest. It's just like it's everything's balanced in it. Everything's balanced. Hey, you can't. 100%. There's no. That's why it's like. And this is a little bit off topic, but I hate when gurus online and things like this, they're trying to teach you the secrets to life, you know? Like, I've got the answers. It's like, bro, there's no answer. There's no bigger, stronger, faster, cheaper, better, efficient. Like, it's all about balance, everything. Yeah. Everything's a combination, bro.
It's how you learn from it too. Like, they're all life lessons all the time.
Yeah. So. And in the beginning when it opened, what was employees like? So I know it would have been you, obviously. You said your daughter came on pretty quickly. Was it just you two, or how did it look when it started?
We hired a whole bunch of casuals, obviously just to see how we can structure it after that. So we did hire a lot, and I think wages was like over 50%. Like, it's way too much. But obviously I knew that I was going to have a bit of a loss with wages. Just have a feel, have good customer service, get off to a good start. With the community, and then that's why I said after a year or two I was able to figure out, okay, I need to hire 3 full-time staff and this amount of casuals. And then at that time my weekends was like ramping up hard. Like today, we're just in context, like our weekends when we first started to today, it's probably 6 times
really
now. So
wow.
So to get to that point, obviously you gotta get all the base structures in place to get there.
Yeah. You have to build that strong foundation.
100%.
It'll never work out any other way. I'm trying to do that with a lot of things in my life. You know, I'm trying to work out that base foundation for how I want to base my diet in the day, let alone how I want to base my day itself. You know what I mean?
100%.
Everything has to have a good starting point, and it's like things aren't just going to get better over time. As well. Like, I like telling people, I like hearing it as well, that like things get better. Things don't get better unless you change them to get better. You know, you actually have to make things better.
It's responsibility.
Yeah, things aren't just going to get better.
No,
you have to freaking adapt. Like, it sounds like you
on your lap.
Sounds like you were adapting pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's cool. And with employees, that's one thing I'm really curious about all the time, because that's one avenue I've never gone down. Like, I've tried little side hustles, business. I even worked for myself for a little bit. Like, I've done all these little things, but having the responsibility of keeping people paid and now busy. How is that, especially when you first started? Is that difficult? Did you find it easy? Like, how's having employees?
I think it's always been hard. Like, even till now, it's still a journey of me trying to be, like, naturally, I'm a people pleaser. Like, and my wife is like black and white. She'll like just tell it as it is. So for me to be the guy managing everyone, I'm always trying to keep everyone happy.
Yeah.
So my challenge was, okay, I gotta talk to him. I actually have to put my foot down.
Yeah.
Because this is my business, and if I want it to thrive, I've got to, in some way,
lay the law, right? Yeah.
Lay down the law. Yeah. And so I did have to make, as I said, those tough decisions with my full-time staff, like my chefs and that. And ever since doing that, that's when the business started flourishing. With the help of my daughter, she's actually, when she finished uni, like she focused on marketing and on that side of things. So there's so many aspects of business that you need to be good at for it to go well. Yeah,
I can't even. It sounds like it's such a cool cocktail though of skills that you've grown in order to be able to get the cafe. Even when it comes to the Instagram, when it came to the curiosity, the experimenting, the making the coffee, learning how to do it yourself, to having the photography background, the aesthetical. I'm sure in your life you love the aesthetics too. It's not just things on camera, you know. Like I'm sure you like even when you're working at your desk. I'm sure you used to have like put that straight and put this like that, bro. Like I'm exactly like that, bro. I'm exactly like that myself. When the cafe was opening, and did you know back before the cafe opened when you were just posting videos? I didn't know what it was like back then. Do we have analytics on Instagram where you can see like where people watch from? Did you know where your followers are coming from? Like,
I think majority were the people that it was just in Sydney. So we have a lot of like it hasn't. Well, I think we're at like 6,000 at the moment with TMB. The good thing is we get good engagement because it's all local. Whereas my Naked Barista account, I got like I think 47,000 at the moment, but my engagement isn't even as good as it is TMB because majority of them are from UAE, USA, Indonesia.
Yeah,
there are different time zones. So before I was strategically posting at different times of the day to target them.
Yeah,
my goal was to just get as many followers as possible.
Yeah, that's the fun. That's
Whereas
the game. Yeah.
TMB, I want local
trying
followers.
to build community.
So,
yeah. Did you find that you had any correlation come into the two worlds where that anyone were coming into the cafe saying hello because of the fact that they watched your journey on the Naked Barista page?
At the start, yeah, the first year, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but it was weird. People were going, "Oh, can I have a photo with you?" I'm like,
that's gang, bro. That's
I'm
mad.
like, and then my wife was like, "Oh, you're so funny." And my daughter, "Oh, look at dad! Look at dad! He's a celebrity." But then no one does it anymore. But so I'm happy with that because I just want them to come for the cafe because of the experience. They'll come back. So yeah, we've built it on that now, which is good.
Yeah, I bet that was super cool, bud. I bet that's like, what have I done here? Like, what have I accidentally built, bro?
Yeah.
That's so cool. And that's mad to know people were coming in to get that to give that support too. To give that support. I'm sure it would have been fun for them to like, I watch him online. Let's get a photo. But knowing they're willing to make the effort and energy to come get the coffee too, like that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's very rare. That's very rare. I don't think there'd be many cafe owners in the world that would have people come in as customers from their own personal Instagrams. Yeah. So are you still running your own pages today? Is it still you who's doing them?
The Naked Barista one, I hardly do it. I do it every now and then when I've got time. Because honestly, when I get home, I'm focusing on the business and I'm resting. Like,
yeah.
So
let's talk about the name though. Let's talk about the name, the Naked Barista.
Still there.
Where did that name come from, and why did you choose the Naked Barista?
I was honestly to get followers. It wasn't anything to do with anything, but then I twisted it as if like naked is like I'm bearing all. Like I'm not hiding how I make the coffee. I want to show everyone how I do coffee.
Yeah,
it was just me not not hiding secrets. You know what I mean? So that was the sort of the motive behind it. And to get followers.
Smart move.
Because I think my daughters were like, "Dad, you should just like take your shirt off, just wear an apron and do coffee that way. Be the Naked Barista." I'm like, I'm not doing that. No chance.
And then like 11 p.m. you're in front of your laptop like, I can do that. I'm doing it, bro.
But legit, I can't even count how many times people have said, why isn't your shirt off? I'm like, Like,
let me explain.
And nearly every week someone does that joke in the cafe. And it's all right.
Yeah, I think it's a great move, bro. Great approach. The whole thing is just exciting hearing the whole thing. Are you still interested, even though you don't have much time for it? Do you kind of want to have time to do the Naked Barista page, or are you kind of not interested?
Honestly, I'd love to do it. I've been thinking of if I do like just vlogging. Like I've always wanted to do vlogging and just daily things, but I'd have to shift it to the cafe, obviously. But yeah, I still want to. I don't want that page to die and just fade out. I still want to do stuff there. So
yeah,
I've got some plans there.
Yeah. Did you end up working with any of the companies that you met through doing the sending out the stuff? Are they the companies that you ended up working with today?
Well, Riverina was probably number one. They were with me since the start, so I used their milk. One of the oat milks, California, I used to do stuff, but then they got bought out and then that faded out. But those two are probably the two big ones.
It's funny to think of someone like I didn't think of how many different suppliers you must really actually have when it comes to running a cafe.
It's crazy now.
It would be a lot.
Yeah, it was daunting at the start, but I'm like, yeah, we're in a good. We know what suppliers we.
There would have to be at least. I thought there must have been like 3, but there has to be way more than 3. There has to be like
your veggies. 15. You got your groceries. You got. We even use Woolies because like sometimes we don't want to buy huge amounts. So, and Woolies sometimes goes on sale, so we use them. Yeah. Yeah. So it's cutthroat, man. You gotta find the best ones everywhere.
Yeah, it is cutthroat. How often do you have to try and like keep freshness to the cafe by adding new things or changing things? How often do you have to do anything like that by running a cafe?
I think we're pretty good now with our stock. I try not to keep a lot of stock because I like things. Or I like ordering things every 2 days. Like even the milk, I try to get it every day just to keep it rolling and not because budget wise it's good too to not spend like $4,000 in one hit and then get stuck with that for a week. It's just money sitting there. So I like ordering things bit by bit. So even with our menu, like we try to keep it fresh all the time. Okay,
and then how often do you try and like say for example change the menu or try and like put a new flavor of croissants or things like that? Like, does that have to?
Yeah, because our focus is food and coffee. So food, I try to do it every 6 months, sometimes a quarter. Like we just did a new menu this weekend.
Nice.
Sales killed it this week, so I was like, we should do this more often.
Yeah.
Actually, because it's been honestly 8 months since the last menu change, but I was like, we definitely have to change it before summer. So, and I know what works, what doesn't work. So let's just keep refining. So our next one will probably be in like four months.
That makes sense. It's funny because I would probably never notice cafe menus changing. You know what I mean? As someone that eats out, I have never cooked here. I haven't cooked anything. I reckon in 12 months. I don't cook. I just go out and eat. Like the last thing I ever want to do is cook. Yeah. Did you ever get into the kitchen when you were doing the cafe? Or is that just strictly not your job?
I'm always there. I'm always there, but there were probably 6 months ago. There were times where one of my chefs was sick or on leave. Then I couldn't get anyone else. I'm in.
You take over.
So I'm there plating. I'm like, how'd you do this again? Like I know what it is, but I'm still like second guessing. I used to work at Macca's, so I'm like, I always say that to her. I used to work at Macca's. I know what hard work is. But then when I went there, I'm like, I'm not built for the kitchen
like
anymore.
I got 90-second drive-throughs. You know what I mean? Like I know what I'm doing.
It's a different beast. Macca's was easy because their processes were like, easy. They're like, they're the best. They're the 100%. Best at processes.
Yeah. I did Hungry Jack's for a couple of years when I was younger. I did Red Rooster for a bit as well. I was doing them both simultaneously at one stage too when I was in school. And I even knew then, like, Macca's just has it better than us, you know?
Their process is the best.
I
can't beat it.
Have you watched the Netflix doco called Founder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, eh?
That's why I love that because, like, that's exactly what their head office here is just constantly doing. When they're introducing a new product, I know their R&D is like through the roof. It's it's crazy. That's why they're the best.
They're just the best. And I think about it all the time too. Like they have one every 5 minutes. A McDonald's. Like, can you imagine growing a business?
Is that
like
the stats?
Like
that's crazy.
It might be not exactly 5 minutes. They might have like an actual thing that's like 10 or whatever. But being in Sydney, it's not more than like 7.
Yeah.
You know,
but around the world, maybe.
Yeah, around the world, there's something like, I think I'm actually going to look it up because I want to know what it is. I want to say what it is, but I think it's like 40,000 different Maccas around the world. So let's just ask ChatGPT. How many Maccas are there worldwide? All right, the answer. 42,000 McDonald's restaurants worldwide. 42,000, bro. You know
I'll give you a stat.
Yeah.
That'll blow your mind. You know how Macca's is the #1 fast food restaurant in nearly every country, except for the Philippines.
Except for the Philippines.
Jollibee is.
Jollibee. I've never heard of Jollibee. So there's more Jollibees in the Philippines than there are Maccas. That's what you're saying. I've never even heard of it. It's actually
very true because when I'm there, I'm like, Jollibee, next corner.
And what is Jollibee?
So that's like fast food, fried chicken, spaghetti.
Spaghetti fast
so
food.
their main dish is the fried chicken and spaghetti.
Wow. Okay.
Burger Point right here. They've
Yeah.
got it. So they've copied the Jollibee fried chicken and spaghetti. And the spaghetti's sweet. So just warning you.
That's cool. I'm gonna try it. I'd love to go to the Philippines. You're Filipino, aren't you?
Filipino,
Yeah. I'd love to go. You've obviously been, I'm assuming, because you're saying I've been there. You can tell.
Yeah.
I think it's probably in my top
Gotta
3.
go, man.
Top 3.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you where to go.
You tell me where to go? Yeah, sweet. Did you? How many times have you been?
Oh, I can't even count.
You've been a lot.
For a bit.
Yeah.
We're going back in January again.
Oh man.
Yeah, my cousin's getting married, so.
Yeah, nice. It's because it's also so convenient too, isn't it?
It's convenient. They speak English.
Yeah.
That's good for like any country to go there. Anyone from another country. They speak English. They're friendly. It's cheap as well.
Yeah. I think flights there and back are cheap because it's only like an 8-hour flight or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
9?
Sometimes Cebu Pacific, like their budget airline, you can get like $5.90 return.
Returns. Yeah.
Pretty
Wow.
good, man.
And you could probably stay somewhere for like $400 for the week, couldn't you?
Yeah, 100%.
That's a good $1,000.
Yeah. There was like my wife will never stay there, but I remember going to one of the islands and it was like $20 a night.
Yeah, that's sick.
It was just the bare minimum though, like if you're backpacker style, but it's still nice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I could do that.
You'll survive.
Yeah, I could get away with $20 a night. Yeah, that's cool. That's mad. And bro, I'm glad that we bring up the Philippines too because I would have forgot to ask this as well. But there's definitely a Filipino vibe in that cafe. Yeah. Like it's definitely that. In fact, I think the lad that took me there, Del, shout out to Del, I think he might have originally told me that we're going to go to a Filipino cafe. I think that's might have been what he said. Is that the intention or not?
I am starting to get that that name in the community that I'm a Filipino Christian cafe.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know you were Christian. That's good to know as well.
Yeah,
yeah.
So but yeah, because like we did introduce Filipino fusion dish, the sisig pasta. So if you know, sisig is like the staple drinking food that you have while you're drinking.
Okay.
Sisig is like number one. Like I love it.
And what is the food itself?
So original sisig is pig's head.
Yeah.
Chopped up with some like chili, capsicum. And
That's crazy food to chop up.
And then it's on a hot plate, sizzling plate, and then they crack a raw egg on it, and it just cooks. And it's amazing. You just
I want to try
spoon at a time. It's amazing.
Does it taste more like ham, bacon, or like pork?
I can't explain. It's just like chopped up pork.
Okay, like more like pork than anything.
So you can do like a Western safe version with just using pork belly.
Yeah.
Like I do that at home sometimes.
And what's the cafe version?
Cafe version is fried chicken.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's even safer. But we did it as a pasta with peanut sauce and it's just a number one dish by far. It's killing it.
Okay.
And then, so bit by bit, I'm phasing away all these normal cafe dishes like eggs bennies, big breakfast. I'm phasing them out, just doing my own, not just filo, but like any type of dish that no one's ever done before. So
yeah, like fusion stuff.
Yeah, they're working. They're working really well.
It's crazy because like the fusion world of food, like it's like that. I see the whole world turning into a collaborative world. Like I saw an ad the other day. Like I don't know if you follow too many social media guys, but there's like this guy Happy Allen who's been like eating desserts in one bite. Right? This guy did a collaboration with the Uninspired Unemployed boys. They have an alcohol called Better Beer. So there's him, Better Beer, and then Step One Undies. They all got together and made their own branding video promo shoot. And it's like, everything's turning into that. The UFC is doing a fight on the White House lawn. You've got jelly rolls going into the WWE. Like Nike and Lego just did a collaboration drop together, you know? And it's like, I just see everything just...
F1 and Lego as well.
Yeah, F1 and Lego. Like, everything's just becoming the same thing. And I love that. I think it's so cool. That's what the world needed. Yeah. I bought clothes the other day that was like G'd Up and Foot Locker. And it's like my two favorite brands, you know?
No way.
It's just like, I love the way...
Yeah.
everything's just learning to get along, bro, you know?
Yep.
It's almost like that pie is becoming more than pie. It's like it's becoming pantry, you know what I mean?
100%.
Everyone's sharing it all.
100%.
Yeah. And when you said Christian as well, that painted a better understanding for me as well when you said you and your wife like to take risks. Sounds like you have a lot of faith as well, you know? And then I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we prayed for that place to be a place of remember what you said, like the space.
Yeah.
Feels like you can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did pray for that space to be a place where people can just relax and feel like they're at peace there. You know what I mean? So that's why you see the sign, "You are beautifully made." So it's sort of coffee / Bible verse sort of thing. But it's good to see the last 3 years it's been a space for people to that feel that way there. Yeah. Which is good.
I always thought of starting a Christian not themed, but like Christian valued cafe. We've got an idea for a name for it. I'll tell you off camera. I don't want to steal it. Like it's gang by. It's so mad. It's so mad. But
maybe you can collaborate.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't want to underestimate what I think the world of owning a cafe would be like, though. Believe me, like I don't even expect to see profit from the thing. You know, it'd just be like a box ticked for me.
Yeah.
You know, happy to start it and let it fucking fall down.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, do you have a local church? Is there anywhere near Minchinbury that you go to, or anything like that?
No, I go to the one near here, C3 Silverwater.
Okay. Nice.
You know the one on Silverwater Road with the massive church sign?
Yeah.
So I go to that one. I've been there for like 9 years now.
Okay, nice. Bit of a mission to come out here.
It's actually not bad. Like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
M4.
Yeah,
M4, but my tolls are crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I get the toll relief actually. It pays for my rego.
Oh yeah,
it's actually not bad.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
I've never had a car. I have a company car.
Oh, nice. Well, lucky you, man.
I'm thinking about getting one in December, so about 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now.
Hey.
That'd be like, pretty much the first time I've ever gone to a car shop. And
You into cars?
Not at all.
No.
You know what I really like? I like any old muscle cars. Like I was at a cafe this morning over in Parramatta, and there was like Chargers coming through. All these different GTs are coming through.
You're into those.
I love anything like that, like Camaros or like Impalas or those are mad.
They're nice.
Yeah. Anything now, like I don't know what they are. I don't know the difference between Mercedes C63s and E63s are. Like I have no idea. You know?
Yeah, I need to do a bit of research on those ones.
Yeah. I got no idea. I don't even know what cars are. I don't even know what tyres are worth. Rego, petrol. Like I gotta be honest, it's a new world for me to get into. Yeah. Are you into cars at all?
I used to be a lot more than what I am now. Like I had a Skyline before.
Okay,
I was into Japanese imports.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. There's a lot of those this morning too. With those. I
was so into the whole Fast and the Furious back in the day. That was my era.
Yeah.
That was my thing. Like we were doing car meets. We were doing cruises every weekend. It was a good time. But
that is cool.
I just wish I kept mine because they're worth heaps now.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
32 GTRs, $100,000.
Oh, that's crazy. I know someone that imported one when this might have been 6 years ago. So I think maybe 7 years ago when we found out they were going to be heavily taxed or something coming through. So I think they ordered one from Japan or something and paid like all the rest of their money for one, like 40-something thousand or 45,000, knowing it was going to go up heaps of value. And then I think they left it in a shipping container and then they had a flood. And then I don't think it was insured.
No way.
How sad is that?
Are you kidding?
It's so sad, eh?
That would have broke my heart, man.
I know. It's not even like they lost the money, they lost the car.
That's probably, if it was 40 grand, that's like 60 grand down the drain.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
Is what it is. I'm not friends with them anymore, so it doesn't matter.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's all sweet. Oh, that's cool. So is that exact? It's kind of making a bit more sense with the whole how the paths have aligned so perfectly. To be honest, knowing that you have faith in your corner as well, knowing that like you bought the coffee machine and just to try it out, and then all of a sudden things are just working out for you. I have this big theory that. And people say it online a lot as well, but mostly someone came up to me once. I was working on a site and a guy is just driving past me in a scissor lift. I'm up in the air high, working away. This guy just beep, beep, real slow next to me and goes, have you ever heard about a story of someone who took risks and tried their hardest and didn't succeed? And I'm just thinking, and he just drives away. And I've never seen that guy ever again.
Really? It's just a random
guy, right? And I've never forgot it.
He sounds like a risk taker.
Yeah, bro. And it's like your story so far has perfectly explained that, you know?
Yeah.
Like you were like worried about it. Wasn't easy, but you just stayed at it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it all made sense. You know, there's this great quote from Chris Williamson, and he says, it actually might not be his quote, but I heard it from him where he says, life only makes sense in reverse, but we have to live it forward. You know, like you're telling me the story and it's like, okay, that plus that equals that plus that equals that.
Yeah.
I bet at the moment, bro, you're not thinking this makes so much sense sometimes. You're thinking, what have I done?
Yeah.
I want to go back to corporate.
100%. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, definitely by faith, man. I did everything by faith for sure.
Yeah.
Or else I probably wouldn't have been able to survive mentally.
Yeah.
As well.
Do you try and have those values in the home as well, the Christian values and, you know, God and that stuff as well? Yeah.
Everything we do, always centered around God. Decisions, especially with the girls. So yeah, that's been my upbringing from my parents. So I've passing that down to my kids as well.
Nice. I definitely want to do that in the future with my future, God willing, family, you know, wife and kids and stuff like that, because I never grew up in any religious.
Yep.
I don't think anyone in my family's probably ever even thought about it. I don't think it's ever. Just for me, I just happened to be curious to go down that road.
Sure.
But the more I learn about it, the more I'm like, I think I definitely need to instill these values into the foundation, like we spoke about before with the cafe. Like the foundation of the home kind of needs to be built on faith and God and trust, because then I think that it's almost like anything else that happens after that, it's kind of like it'll work out. You know what I mean? Like we've got the foundation. Yeah, you know? 100%. Is that kind of how it feels going through it yourself? Like everything has to have that foundation?
Yeah, 100%. Because like there's so many things in the Bible where it talks about building that foundation. So I feel like we've done everything cafe-wise was built on that. Like without that, I've honestly know that we wouldn't be where we are today. 100%.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I find that like all my friends that are Christian, and for me it's so foreign because like it's like I only really got back into the interest of it in the last 12 months. Like it was more like a curiosity thing as a teenager, and then went on my own journey since then, and now I'm like coming back to the understanding of it. Yeah. But all my friends who have been leading their lives with it, they see the most blessings. And I'm like, oh, now it makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Of course. Like, obviously, like, I'm not trying to say God has favorites and God's going to pick who he wants to give things to, but it's like, to me, the maths just add up. Like, I'm starting to put dots together.
I think it's more of like living a fulfilled life rather than seeing that blessing, if you know what I mean.
Not chasing, not doing it for the blessing.
Yeah, it's more like being content with and being grateful for what you've been given, because you can be like successful, have money, and not have any of that faith. But it's I feel like that's a hollow life where it's just all about
materialistic.
So having that gratefulness and knowing that you're very grateful for what you've been given and how the journey that you've gone through with that faith and everything, it just makes it so much more fulfilling, and there'll be more joy out of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what I feel.
And I feel like the practice of that as well, like even if it just started off how I started it off with more curiosity than anything, but just like the journey and practice of the gratitude and the understanding creates more positive mindset and mood to allow more opportunities to be presented to yourself with a clear mind. So of course more blessings, like put quotation marks around it, are going to come towards you because you're more appreciative, you're more aware, you're more open, you know, all 100%. These things come. It's like the saying, like you look good, feel good, look better, or even feel good, look good, feel better. Like the positive feedback loop, you know? And I feel like faith works in exactly the same way. Yeah. Like I'm always looking for that scientific explanation to help justify things, you know?
Of course. We're human. We want evidence.
Yeah. I think the evidence is there. Just by practicing gratitude, you can start the day happy, you know? Like
100%.
And I try and do that. Lately I've been doing 10 things every morning. To be honest, I forget a lot, but I did it this morning. I got 5 and then I forgot.
Of course.
Got 5, Yeah. So that's cool. It's actually very reassuring when I hear other people on their faith journeys as well. And
it's awesome.
All the cool stuff happening with it. And how's the mind shift been? Is it still as stressful running the cafe, even though you're seeing like it's work? It's like financially it's succeeding. It's doing a lot better than it was in the first couple of years. Yeah, you haven't got the same problems you had in the beginning. Is it just as much work as it was when it started?
I think we're at that stage, me and my wife were like, what's going on? We're like, it seems like it's too, not cruisy, not easy, but like why are we in this good situation at the moment? Like,
yeah.
And I said, look, we put the hard yards in at the start. Like, and yeah, I feel like we've been blessed with this situation now where we don't have to be 100% hands-on physically there. We can be in and out. We do what we need to for the family. We can look after our relationships now because there's nothing worse having a business and that's the strain of your relationship with your partner and your kids. So it's good that we can concentrate back on the family and marriage. And it's sort of self-run now, which is good. But in saying that, I still want to be there and, talk to my customers and just be present there. Because I don't think I can 100% just not show up anymore and just think that it's going to get better because it's not. I still have to be.
Well, it's almost like at the same time, it's like a baby that you grew at the same time in a way, Like
I don't want it to go astray, man.
You nurture it. You did. Well, you did see it to life, and you built the relationship. So even if it did, I can't imagine you'd want to just walk away from it. Even if it could.
Unless someone offered me $10 million
and said
for it,
never come back. You
can have it.
Yeah, get to the Philippines, never come back. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm glad you said that actually, because I often play on the idea of the compromise between relationships and financial freedom. And that I'm glad you put that thought into my mind as well. And was that a challenge in the beginning? Because you're saying now you have time to focus on the relationships, and to me, a big fear, I guess it is a little bit of a fear about moving forward in some directions when it comes to business is about losing relationships or even like maybe if say when I'm in a relationship, sometimes that stops me from taking those leaps or when I'm single, sometimes it even stops me from doing it because what if relationship shows itself? Was it a challenging thing for relationships in the start?
It was a challenge, like especially for my youngest. Broke my heart when she told me after 2 years that she felt like she was alone, especially on Saturdays where we were all working and she was just at home. I thought she was, because she's at that stage where she's like, loves being independent, loves just talking to her friends. But I never asked her the question of like, are you okay? Like, and then when she told us that, she was like really, like felt alone, felt like all we cared about was the business. That broke me, man. So I told her to work. You have to work on Saturdays. No. Well, she did.
She's in the kitchen now.
She did, but it was more so like just checking up on her, talking to her, and not neglecting. We still need to have family time and do all that stuff too. Like, she still needs us. Yeah, she's 14.
Yeah,
whereas the others are a bit more like 24. 25.
Yeah, they're so older. Yeah. Let them do. They can stay at home. You guys are sweet.
Yeah. So that's the balance you need to find. Obviously, there will be sacrifices, but there should still be a balance, and not forget about those little things that are part of your life. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what it's for,
Yeah.
And that thought is a very fleeting thought for me. Like, what for? Like, why you do it for? But I know that I've seen it as examples in front of me in my trade where I think a lot of lads get confused about why they're doing everything and they think they're doing it for their families, for their wife, for their kids. But I've noticed the lifestyle, because I did it for a long time, traveling interstate, doing night shifts, like trying to chase as much money as I could, which were some of the most profitable years of my life working. However, the lads I was surrounded with, like, I'd ask them, why he's doing it? Oh, well, we have kids, we have this, we have that. Yeah. But I knew deep down that all the kids want is dad. All the wives want is their husband. Like that's what they all agreed and signed up for. But they're like, no, they were better off having maybe more money in the future, maybe an early retirement, maybe all these things. But I think that's what it's for, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like have those kind of catches, I guess, for you and your journey. Yeah. They're nice little little catches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to. 100%. Because there's like everyone's always in different seasons. Example, I'm in a different season to you. So you can't really say
yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Like trying to tell them, like, what's working for you right now might not work for me right now, and same vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always different. Like when people ask me for advice with that stuff, I'm like, what season are you in, man? Like, what's the situation? You can't. It's not like it's not a cookie cutter business or career, you know. Like,
yeah, you
got to work all that stuff out.
And even in having things in seasons, it's actually a good mentality to have to know that it's not permanent. Whatever you're doing right now, it only has to be there for a short period of time.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be difficult for a long time. You don't have to be away from home.
Yeah.
Same time, you don't even have to be having the daughters work at the cafe forever.
Yeah.
You know, like everything just has to happen in I call them chapters. That's easier for me than chapters. So right now I'm in the mullet chapter, you know? Yeah.
I swear your hair wasn't like this when I first met you.
Nah, my hair wasn't like this a week ago, and it wasn't like that the week before that.
That's why I didn't recognize you on the street. I'm like, I think that's Doxie.
Yeah. In the last 4 weeks, I've had 4 different colours.
That's all right, man.
I just keep changing it.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm on pink, black, brown, blonde.
I think I'm going to go with a full shave soon.
Yeah.
I'm cycling again, so I have the helmet hair.
Yeah. I'm going to... Do you say you do cycling? You've been cycling?
I just started last week.
Oh, yeah?
I saw my ass hurts.
Is this your first time cycling ever? Or
No, I used to cycle a lot 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But just getting back into it because I've got high blood pressure. I need to.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's the only exercise I enjoy doing. I'm not a really gym guy, and I can't play basketball. My knees are stuffed. So
I've got bad knees,
cycling or swimming's my best.
Swimming's mad. I love swimming. Yeah, I've been swimming again lately. I've signed up to the local pools at Sydney Olympic Park.
That's a good pool, man.
Yeah, it's a great pool. It's a great local pool. That one. Yeah. Swimming is so hard though. Like it's so tiring. Like
you know what I love though. When I'm doing laps, use flippers, man.
That's not it, bro. That's cheating.
But I feel like you can work on your technique.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? You can take it easy, work on your technique.
I'm not even at goggles stage yet, let alone flippers, bro.
Because I saw people using it. I'm like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah.
And then I brought my dad's one in the ugliest looking one. And then I was like, oh, this is actually really good for my technique. It is cheating.
Yeah.
But you're not racing, so you're there to like.
I'm racing. What are you talking about? Whoever's next to me, I'm taking over.
You're competitive.
I'm like, someone's next to me. I'm like, I'll get past them. I get to the end, and they'll just do a full somersault and keep going. I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because I like doing laps, so I'm like, I remember before I was like, I brought my dad's. Oh, this is the best thing, bro.
Yeah.
And I was smashing everyone.
Yeah, just gliding. I guess it would be good for technique. But what about cycling? Is cycling on this? Because I never tried it. Like, is it on the same type of difficulty of cardio as like swimming would be?
You don't work out your arms. It's a lot of cardio and legs.
Yeah.
Like I know my legs are going to get big again. My pants are going to get tighter again.
Yeah, that's mad.
Because I naturally have big Filipino Asian legs.
Yeah.
They're like big already.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love cycling.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know why I stopped. I stopped because all my friends stopped. We used to ride a lot together. But now I'm riding with because my cafe has all these old guys that ride.
Yeah.
And then they were like G'ing me up. And then he was selling a bike. I'm like, oh, I'll get it, man. It's a sick bike. So I started riding last week. So they left me for dead, man. Yeah, I was so far behind. I was so embarrassing. These guys are like 20 years older than me.
Yeah, just smoking you out the water.
So embarrassing.
That's sick.
I came back to the cafe like 10 minutes later than them.
Yeah. That's so cool. Yeah. Well, what would be a good like exercise? Like, what would be a good stint? Like, do you go by like kilometers? You go by like? Cause I never even.
Yeah. So I'm on the M7 cycle path. So there's like it's 40 Ks one into the other. So if you do a loop, it's 80 Ks.
And is that like that's a long ride though, right?
It's a long ride.
Yeah.
So 80 Ks would probably take me 3 hours.
Yeah, wow, that's a long
if
time.
I did 80 Ks. But I was at the moment only doing like 40 Ks.
Yeah.
That's taking me an hour and a half.
Yeah.
With some photos, you know.
Yeah. That's cool.
Some evidence that you've done it.
Do you have Strava? Do you use Strava?
Strava.
That's a mad app.
So I remember 8 years ago I was using Strava And then there's different sections where I'm trying to get king of the mountain, trying to be the top thing.
You're competitive too.
To the point where I'm nearly crashing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the closest I got was like third.
Yeah, mad. That's mad.
But it is competitive.
You're competitive.
Everyone's got bragging right. But did you know how much? Tell me how much you reckon bikes are worth nowadays?
I have an idea because I went to some kick-ons one time and got on it with this lad, and he got into it. I think his sprocket alone was like $800 or something like that, and because it was saved, and I think his pedals were saving him like 20 grams a pedal, so he spent like an extra few $100. And I'm like, this is not it. Like I thought 800 plus whatever the pedals. I think it was like to say $1,400. I thought that would be a bike, but clearly not. So how much would a proper bike be?
So top of the line, Specialized S-Works. I was just gobsmacked. They told me last week it's 24 grand.
Right.
So that's the killer frame, electric gears, the carbon wheels, disc brakes, power meter. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
That is
24 grand. I said, like, man, my dad's brand new car 15 years ago wasn't 24 grand. It was like 22 grand, the Camry or something.
No, my pop bought his house. He was telling me the other day for fucking 66,000 in like 1979 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
24 grand. I said, how did you guys buy it? I said, we just refinanced the house. What? You refinanced
Sold the car.
house? Oh my gosh. 20, but I got the bike for 4 grand, and I thought,
that's a lot, bro.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But that's the most I'd ever pay.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
8 years ago I paid 3 grand for my bike. I thought that was a lot.
Yeah.
24 grand.
4 grand is even crazy. 24's out of this world. That's insane that people spend that much money on a bike. That's insane.
But their justification is to their wives. Is we don't do drugs.
Don't drink, don't smoke, don't gamble. Yeah.
This is our passion. We do it every day. We use this more than our cars.
Yeah.
And this makes us happy. And we stay out of trouble. Okay.
As you're painting a good picture.
I see that.
They convinced me it's a good idea. I might go get one, you know. Yeah. They convinced me. But it's like I have this like weird thing where it's like I feel like a lot of people don't have money anymore, you know. Like a lot of people aren't financially I guess with the current way we're going with houses being as expensive as they are and things like this, like it's a lot of people are losing the faith in the financial freedom or even financial safety or relaxing a little bit, you know. But then I also hear stories about how every 19-year-old's buying a $120,000 car for the first time. Like they get financing, things like that, and people are spending $25,000 on bikes. I'm like, okay, well, at least there's still money out there. People just don't.
People have money.
Put it on the same stuff as they used to.
People have money.
Yeah.
For example, these boys, I laugh at them. They got all these bikes, and then they share one banana bread between eight people.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
That is so fucking true.
I said, can you cut it into 8? I said, what?
To 8.
Bro.
That is so funny, bro. But it's like even like the new iPhone that's coming out nowadays, they're like
2.5.
Yeah, more. They're more now. Yeah. I think like the top of the range one was like 3 something, 3.8.
That's more than a laptop.
Yeah, I think the 2 terabyte one.
Well, they do more than a laptop now, I guess.
Well, even like the new laptops and stuff that are coming out. I was in the Apple Store trying to look at one the other day. I think the top of the range one was again 6,000 to 7,000 now for the top of the range MacBook. Like everything's going up in value. People are still buying these crazy things, but I guess that's why people don't have the everyday spendings that they used to have, because back then there was no $6,000 laptops and $25,000 cycle bikes. So the question I was actually curious about before is like, have you noticed any change in the market when it comes to the amount of money people have to spend at cafes? Because I feel like the amount of money went down that people have to spend at things like restaurants and cafes. Have you noticed anything?
I'll be honest. I hear a lot of other cafes struggling and closing as well. But people have money. I know they say the interest rates killed everyone, but at that time people still had money. But there were like, example, when there was an interest rate cut, the next 2 days would be 200 or 300 down.
Yeah.
And then after that, go back up again.
Yeah.
But overall, I think people still have money and they were still spending. And I feel like the strong will survive.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which I think did.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like it's just so conflicting, man. I hear people that have $25,000 for a bike. I'm thinking to myself, like, oh man, I need a better job, bro. Man. That's so cool.
What's the job? And then I asked them what they're doing. They're at like Aldi,
Bunnings and shit.
They're at Aldi warehouse.
Yeah,
doing afternoon shifts, but they do a lot of overtime. So I'm like, oh, they work hard. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
but man, 24 grand.
That's so cool. So you've been loving it, but you're going to stay in the cycling, going to keep doing it?
I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
I think it's for my own health.
You're going to use Strava? It'll keep you active on there. It'll keep you motivated.
It will keep me motivated. And my friends are already asking, what's your Strava? So I haven't got the Garmin GPS yet.
Yeah.
But you can use your phone, I think, and just leave it in your back pocket.
Yeah, I use my phone for Strava.
Yeah.
I just do it for walks and runs and things like that as well. But you're saying you have bad knees. Is that came from anything in particular? Because I have a bad knee. From basketball?
I used to play as a teenager like 4 times a week. I was so addicted to it. To the point my wife was like, you play too much. Like, she was getting angry at me. But yeah, I think it's taken a toll, my left knee. But yeah. That's why cycling is my only hope.
Yeah.
Or else I'd love to play basketball again.
Yeah. That's cool. And you're saying you've mentioned it a few times for this episode, your wife as well. How big of a difference do you think everything's made you going through this journey of life so far? You know, from the corporate world to starting the cafe to all the things you've been interested in to if you were single compared to doing it as a father and a husband. Do you think in your I don't know how to ask the question. I was going to say, do you think it would be easier having a wife and kids and doing it or not? Because
I was by myself.
Because I think to myself sometimes being a single lad, right, who hasn't started that journey yet, is life going to get easier the more responsibilities I get? Or am I like better off trying to get everything done now than have to do it later in a way, you know?
Yeah. Well, in my situation, having my wife, my kids, when I started the business was such a blessing. It was so... Having them by my side, supporting me, I think mentally helped me a lot. Like, gave me confidence that I could keep going. Because, like, as I said, 6 months in, I was ready to throw in the towel. So I'm like, oh, this is the worst decision. But they said, like, I'm doing a good thing. Just keep going. Let's stick it out. And then, yeah, it's worked out, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's worked out. It's good.
It's like cheerleaders, I guess, in a way.
Because I'm a guy that likes support.
Yeah.
Like being supported and having my people by my side. Yeah.
I think we all do. I think all guys deep down do. Don't get me wrong, for me, support sometimes keeps me very comfortable and I don't really want to move past that point.
Yeah.
When people don't agree I can do things, that kind of like gives me a lot of drive.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. When everyone kind of says, yeah, we expected that from you, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going to do it anymore, you know.
Stuff you then.
Stop supporting me, you know.
Exactly.
But I think that's what all lads want deep down, eh? They just want to be told, like, yeah, you got this, you know. You got this.
Yeah, even from other guys, you know, friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But deep down, your family is like my family is the ones that can really help me.
Yeah. And you must have met her pretty young then, eh? In your 20s. You must have met your
19.
19. Oh, okay, that's cool. So, because you said you're 19 years married then, and your 20 years is coming up next year. So you were obviously dating us before that.
Yeah, we had her before we got married.
Yeah.
So this is another podcast, but it was a rough start.
Yeah, we'll save that for another one, eh?
It's a tough start.
Yeah.
When we're doing family matters stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'll start another series, eh? Yeah, having kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Honestly, we're almost towards the end of the episode anyway. We've been young for quite a bit of time, but...
All good.
To be honest, I had no idea how much intention and thought went into starting the cafe, but it reminded me of... Have you ever been to this cafe on... It's not a cafe, it's a bakery. It's on Martin Place in the city called Loon. I think it's called Loon.
Yeah.
Have you been to there?
Yeah, and then next to it is...
There's a cafe, I think.
There's a cafe. It's a white one.
I know. If you
say
Industry, yeah.
Yeah.
Loon has a very different feel in that place. And I've never felt anything close to it except for in your place. Like, it's the simplicity...
compliment, to be in the
nice. Yeah, cool.
In the league of Loon.
I was hoping it came as a compliment.
Those guys are killer.
Hoping it would come as a compliment. I didn't know how I was going to receive.
That was a big compliment. Yeah.
But it's just like to know that all of this came from COVID, with you just buying the coffee machine out of curiosity to then rushing into this, is so cool for someone like me to hear the story, because I'm quick to rush into shit. Like, I have an idea and it's like, let's just go hands to the wall as hard as I can go, you know? But then when things do get, I wouldn't say when things get difficult, I give up, but I always get to a point where I'm not enjoying it anymore. So I stop doing that thing.
Sure.
So again, you've just proven my point that like you take risks, you try your hardest, and like things will work out in the end, you know, as long as you can adapt. As long as you can adapt.
Back yourself.
Yeah.
You got to back yourself. Like, if you believe in a theme or something that you want to do that's different, like, back yourself. Like, if you think that it's an amazing product, it's an amazing thing, you just got to
go for it.
Man.
My favorite story in the Bible is Noah's Ark, right? Yeah. Because there's a couple of reasons for it. Like, I love ancient history. I love alternative history. And they believe that the story of Noah's Ark comes from the Younger Dryas impact era, which was when 13,000 years ago, the Earth really did flood from an asteroidal impact. And I like the Chinese whispers of the games that get passed on. A lot of different cultures have their stories from that over time. But when I interpretate the Noah's Ark story, I hear Noah had a message from God to build a boat because this catastrophic impact is going to come, right? This flood's coming. And to me, the message in that story is go with your gut feeling. I think Noah had an intuition. He had a curiosity. He had a drive. He had like a bit of curiosity. Yep. And
people were telling him he was nuts.
People were telling him he was nuts. Yeah, of course.
What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah. And then in the end, 2 of every animal came to that boat, right? And forget all the scientific explanations. I can try and justify that story as to why I love it. Like, I hear that and I think if you have a gut feeling, an intuition, a dream, a passion, do it and they will come. They will come by twos and they'll fill the place up, you know? And I think that works with everything. When it comes to posting content like you did, if you think it's cool and you think it's interested, other people will too, you know? And then I think
people love hearing stories, man. Like, yeah.
I think people find relatability in anything and everything, but I think if we find things interesting, we need to learn to share it because other people will too. And there's this mad quote, and I was thinking about it when you were telling the story about how you were teaching people how you make the coffee and you weren't hiding anything. We say it in NA where I can only keep what I've got by giving it away. And that's exactly 100%, your story, you know.
I like that. Oh, I steal that quote.
Yeah, take it. That's mine to give. Like that's the only reason I got it for free, so it's yours for free. I didn't keep what I've got by giving it away, and I use that to talk about when in my trade, going from apprentice to tradesman. If you want to stay a great tradesman, you have to now teach an apprentice, give them all your information, and it will actually make you a better tradesman. And it's if you want to run a cafe, you got to teach your staff to be able to manage it, and then that takes it off you, and everything just works that same way. And that's, you proved it by posting videos like, this is how I make the coffee, you make it yourself, you know. You can only keep what you've got by giving away. And 100%. We say it in NA because you keep coming back to the rooms to then teach other people why you went down your journey of sobriety and recovery, and where you came from to where you are now, and any tips that you learn along the way, the newest person in the room can learn it. But because there's a new person, it reminds you of where you came from to remind you never to go back there.
And don't forget that.
Yeah. So you try come back to give it away, but you keep what you've got by doing so.
100%.
You know?
I like that.
Beautiful one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I tell you what, I've loved having this yarn. I want. There's so many more questions I want to keep chatting to you about and talking about shit with.
Good, man.
But at the end of a great episode, I always say, if there's more questions to ask, I've got to do a part 2. So one day in the future, we'll have to sit down and do this again.
You guys want a part 2?
They'll want a part 2. And even if not, this is my episode with me and you. Hey, I don't care, bro. That's sweet. You know, that's sweet. But before I wrap it up, there's one question I ask every single person at the end of every single episode. And that's...
This is I feel nervous about this.
I wouldn't feel nervous because there is no right or wrong answer. Okay. It's more like... And the question is to be interpreted however you want to interpret it. But if someone came to you because they were feeling a bit depressed, mostly because they were just lost, is there any advice you would give that person?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I would ask them, tell me a story. I would start there. Because I feel like I can't really tell them anything if I don't know what their story is. So I love understanding people's, like when people come to like the church, I say, what's your story, man? Like, what are you about? Yeah. So tell me. Yeah. And that's how things just start. And there's getting to know people, getting to know them first. So I think that's how I would start.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be heard.
I think I was about to say that as well. I think some people just want someone to listen at the end of the day, you know? And they're coming to you, so you don't have to really give advice. Just to be able to be someone for them to listen to is a perfect answer. Yeah. Couldn't answer it better myself.
That's a good question, man.
I appreciate it. I think it was a perfect answer. It was a perfect answer to wrap up a perfect conversation. All right. I'm definitely going to have you on in the future for an episode
Thanks,
2.
Man. Appreciate
and it's just mad to see, just by chasing your curiosity, how far it can really take you. And you're at a good place now, and only better things are going to come from it.
100%.
So,
Thanks.
it's sick. It's been good.
Man.
Yeah, it's been good. For everyone listening as well, thank you for making it to the episode. It was amazing with this week. Do another one next week. That's a wrap. Gang, bro.
Awesome, man.
We heading for the sun. Shawty got my high, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt.